What's up, everybody? Mr. Sparkles here. Just want to remind you to like and subscribe so you can stay up to date with us as we take you on this endless truth journey where we show you day by day in our cultivation, so we can't hide anything. Guarantee you we show you things that other people's aren't. Even though it pains my soul to show you our problems, I gotta stay honest and show you how we deal with it. Pesticide and oil free. Zero pesticides, zero horticultural oils, zero labels. We do everything with a potassium citrate wash and beneficial insects. We have the only strategy in the world that will control powdery mildew in your cultivation, and that's why we're giving you a day-by-day update to stay accountable, show the truth, and not leave anything out. So like and subscribe so you don't miss out. Good morning, it's Tuesday. Day 57. Coming up close to harvest. Got them strong nutrients there. Which one's that? Number 24. A little bit brown edge. Ain't too bad. Coming into harvest. Nice to see no thripe damage there. No thripe damage there. Might be a little bit of thripe damage there. But you know, you guys have been to hell and back with us. You've seen it all. Except for the use of labeled pesticides and horticultural oils. Because that ain't something we do. There is a gentleman that I want to get on Discord out of Maine talking about some stuff. Really want to talk to you. We can't use spinosad. Not federally legal for our facility. But I want to talk to you because maybe you found a way to interpret that so it's legal. Spinosad is amazing. It's a fermented bacteria. I use spinosad at home. I mean, yeah, use spinosad at home, defoliate, boom, thrips are gone. Yeah, that there health of that them plants there can tell you what, man. You don't have to tell me when a crop don't look good. I feel it in my soul. Not only that, I gotta get on here and videotape it, talk to you about it. Be busy. And, you know, I gotta leave myself exposed, wide open and vulnerable. Normally like the haters, turned a lot of haters into good friends, but the bots, I don't know what they are. I just thought I'd have some fun, cause I mean, those plants look terrible. I know. You can see Lemon Jeffrey just looking awesome, thinned out, defoliated. Clear of bug damage. Let me tell you what, that there health of that there plants is looking pretty dang good. Shout out to Galaxy Solutions for asking a good question. You know, we appreciate good questions. Wondering WTF, mate? Because the endless truth is to expose other facilities for bad practices. The ethics and morals of people are driven by wallets, not hearts. A lot of our fellow watchers are Grow From Your Heart podcast listeners. No thrive there, let me tell you what. Bug damage is minimal in here, it's awesome. Y'all have been to hell and back with us. and we're still sailing. So take the losses with the wins. Many facilities have closed down. You know, it could be getting pretty close to as many facilities have closed down as have opened now. I guess that would cancel each other out, but you know what I'm saying, maybe. We're the oldest farm in South Dakota right now, and it hasn't been easy, but we're competing with endless amounts of money. So, competing with endless amounts with very little, I'd say we're doing okay. Day 36 in here is getting crazy. And no joke. Number 6 right there. Must be a 7. Those pistols just look differently. They were pretty sensitive to the wash. They haven't been this round. I think the overfeeding might have contributed to that. Shout out to Chad Westport and all the no-joke growers out there. Not even a worry about intersex traits on this one. Chad has done his due diligence. Right when we got this one, won it off his show there. He had scrapped one of his projects, 5-year project, for like it was over like a 2% herm rate. Moonbow over here, just so-so. This will be the problem child of the moment. Let's focus in. The Moonbow is awesome cultivar. Very prone to thrip damage. I mean, to thrip. But have been pretty good with this round. Got some pretty good coverage. I don't know if that's... These girls have been through a lot. Looking decent. That'll be alright. I'm really excited to get into the Moonbow, Moosebow crosses. I wish you could smell it. The Moonbow is by far one of the craziest smelling. And before we get to actual work, got most of these that are rooting. Some pretty small roots still, but coming right along. Gotta replace some of these over here. And then whatever we need, we'll use the Charlotte's Web to fill up the spaces. Got this no joke here, starting to re-veg. You can see the little shoot coming out of there and there, so I'll be able to re-clone that one, keep that going. Everything's looking good, moving fast. In here with the Lemon Jeffries and the Mac 1s, just doing a little day 1 maintenance. Cody's got most of this table done. I've started working on this table. Pretty much every leaf with a red petiole and trying to leave like 3 or 4 nodes. Pretty bushy. So let's thin them out pretty good. Get that airflow up. Make room for those nice buds. Pretty easy to defoliate. Shout out to Irie Genetics. Okay, we got all the Lemon Jeffries defoliated. Nets set. Didn't do any defoliating here on the Mac 1. Got some nets ready to be set. You can see No bug damage. No need to defoliate. Finished up in here the day, just getting stuff ready for clones. Cody's been back here, busy at it. Getting some of these ready. Try to do our 10Gs. And some testers. Everything in here is looking pretty good. Charlotte's Web coming out of that cloner issue. Tell you what. Paradise Pine here looking good. They're starting to grow up. They're gonna grow up fast. Can't wait to see what they look like at the end of the week. No roots on the Mac yet. Just kind of flying around. See what tomorrow brings. Good morning. It is Wednesday. Taking a look. The Charlotte's Web, Paradise Pine. Charlotte's Web has started to grow. You can see they're perking up. This one is going crazy. A couple of them in there going crazy. Got some extra ones here. I think we're 4 short on the Paradise Pine. Maybe transplanted them just a little bit too early. But a little bit of a hurry, so that's okay. They're looking good. Bug damage is looking good. Cody has been hard at it in here, getting everything ready to clone. I think he was taking some backup clones for the moms. It's a Star Dragon tester. Blueberry Train Max. Got the ones that just weren't loving life out of there. They aren't liking our environment. Got this this Blueberry Train Mac here. Looking really nice. Ignore the lowers there. It's a number 6 moose bow that we're re-vegging. Got the Moonbow terps pretty loud in there. And saw it was like pretty thrip resistant and all of that. Was lucky that was the only one that was in there. Definitely another reason why I like to run my pheno hunts for a long time, because number 6 wasn't on the list of ones to keep, but now it is. So number 5 and number 6, and saw the same thing with the Dark Hollow. Let's go check it out. It's day 58 in here, getting ready for a harvest. And we've looked at this one before, but this one here, Cody said that there's one other one. Let's see, oh, they're right here. So we got 1, 2, and 3. So out of the 72 in here, there was 3 number 13s, and number 13 was not on my list. So we're gonna play around with this one for a while. This looks freaking fantabulous. That is awesome. And the terps that I'm getting aren't GMO. That's the problem with this one. It's like a Play-Doh-y fruit bowl. So Rob and Cody, remember that Play-Doh is being pretty old school, so we're gonna see what that thing does in the jar, how it smokes and all of that. And I've got more Dark Hollow seeds to pop if I have to. Shout out to Ross and Jeff. Pretty sure you can get on his site there and go find a little cut of that he's got on there. I don't want to say too much, but just playing around with some F2s myself. Take a look at the moose bow. So this number 6. If you can see the bud structure, just gorgeous. Bug damage, non-existent here. That is awesome. And terps off of that, definitely smelling the moonbow. Here's a number 6 as well. Got some nice color to it. The other moose bows in here are a little bit rainbow beltsy, and not that that's a bad thing, just not for what we got going on and the purpose of our moose bow. Help make that moon bow better. Seen the rest of the moose bow. Just a good looking strain. And I'm saying that with a commercial perspective. Not all of the bud structures trim up to be super great for what people want in the commercial, and that's definitely tough, you know, because like for us home growers, we have a palate and expectations, and also like a leniency on what it should be, because we know that the quality is not dictated by looks or any of that. But people buying out of the dispo, they like them little rocks, all that, you know, gotta be all that. We're pretty good in our state for not having super high numbers. Our percentages range between 18 and 26%, maybe like 18 to 23%. Got some higher ones on there. We're gonna run the 10Gs again. That one definitely can get high. We've got over 30% with that one, and like 4% terps or 5% terps. Just crazy. Like literally the highest testing percentage plus highest percent terps at the same time. We don't grow that 30%, 35% dry nonsense that a lot of people complain about. But we still have to make it work so the moonbow doesn't produce. And the bud structure on the moonbow is also a bit, like, I don't know, it's great for me, I like it, but commercial consumers, I don't know. It's just the conversation that the community has all the time, and you know what I'm saying. I don't have to say everything about it. Just gotta educate the consumer, one consumer at a time. Blueberry Train Mac, looking pretty cool. And keep my bandana getting nice and messy. And nothing, ran out of things to say in there, so in room 1, day 3. Got the Lemon Jeffrey and the Mac 1. Day 1 and 2 did a decision at about 1.05 EC. And now have switched to the days 3 through 7. 1 parts equinox to 2 parts summer to 1 parts autumn. Gonna do that for the rest of the week. Girls are looking good. Tips are showing some burnt. So between the tips being burnt and how light this is coming out is how I judge my ruby feeds in the nutrient feeds. Right now I'm feeding full strength and then followed by a ruby watering end of day. And I take whatever's left from the full strength feed and mix that into a new ruby tub, so it comes out to like 5 to 700 or 0.5 to 0.7 EC. Water that in, then followed by ruby. Then the next day, start full strength again. And they seem to be liking that for our environment. I don't talk about how much to feed and Ruby and all that, because that's environmental specific. Maybe could feed the Mac just a little bit harder. She likes to be fed hard and likes a lot of light. But bug damage is right where we want it. Saw that thrip over there. I don't know if you caught that. Cody was just asking how I was seeing thrip, not seeing thrip, and I told him not very many. So Pyre beetles have done their job. We'll get in and start washing here. Let's see, today is Wednesday, so maybe Friday. We'll see. Cody's been in here taking clones, getting ready for more clones. Might have said that already. Got this clone, easy cloner, all cleaned up. Reusing those clone collars. I know you're not supposed to, but I did 3 different types of cleaning on them. Got everything with soap and water first, then did a Zero dunk soak on everything, and then now it's all covered in hypo. So touched each individual. I touched each one, opened them up, kind of make sure all the cleaning solutions can get in the cracks and crevices, because reusing those collars sometimes can screw everything up. If we didn't have the Zero I might not be so quick to reuse them, but the Zero it does a pretty good job cleaning stuff. Good morning, it's Thursday in here, day 38 with the no joke. Right in the week, we're feeding these girls pretty hard, but still doing the feed Ruby, half feed Ruby, full feed Ruby. Do that pattern, number 7. It's got its little balls of pistils there. Super interesting structure. It's a number 1. Smells like some delicious orange chicken. Number 6, it's one of our keepers. Just love those trichome rails on the leaves there. That one's more on the berry side. And then number 3, this one here. That's more of like a orange chickeny. It's really interesting. We had 68 no jokes in the last room, and Chad was like, why not 69? So had some clones that were going for the next room, and grabbed one of those, threw the 69th in there, and that one turned out to be like that funky orange chicken. Like if you leave the orange chicken out on the counter for a day or so and then want to try to eat it, it's kind of funky. And I don't know which number that is. I can't place it to one of the ones that we have. I've smelled that funk on these before, but I just don't know which number. So appreciate Chad's suggestion to get 69 in there, because that 69th one, re-vegging now, be a keeper. Show you that here in a second. Just want to take a little bit more look. Take a look at the bug damage, which pretty non-existent. Pretty happy because we were seeing lots and lots like that, just super minimal. Doesn't take long for that to show up, about a day or 2. Just scanning so you can see 0 labels. So I don't feel so bad videoing this one. In the past few weeks, you've seen some things. You've seen how crazy it can get. Even some of these moonbows here, a little bit crazy. Got some that are looking really good. Like this one's looking really good. Like pretty much zero bug damage over here. Which on a Skittles cross, that is, couldn't ask for better. But the potential nutrient issue that happened at the beginning is still showing through on some of these girls. Damaged the roots pretty heavily. Somebody was saying potassium lockout, and that seems to be about what a good root mess up will do. So I don't know if this one is gonna be able to be in here much longer. There's one other one over there that's kind of looking similar. Or maybe it was over here that I was seeing it. Just a couple of them. Need to get that out of there. Just can't be too careful. The dead leaves can be carriers for contaminations, so get those out of here. Be good. And here's that no joke I was telling you about. Starting to re-veg now, so it won't be too long to be able to take some clones. Let her re-veg for a while, just given the clone situation. And we'll turn that into a new mom and start taking our crops from that one. Seems like the re-veg plants do better in the environment once they've been put through the re-veg and all that. So that one hasn't taken too long to re-veg. We've had some take quite a while, like any of the Star Dog crosses seem to take quite a while to re-veg, but pretty happy with that. Getting our easy cloners back rocking and rolling. Cody took all those a couple days ago and got some of the mother copies taken. Taking Paradise Pine today. Filling that cloner up. I got some cocoa that I'm gonna do. Got them soaking right there. Not gonna lie, I'm still a bit shell-shocked from the last 6 trays of cocoa clones I took. So, I'm a bit scared. I'm gonna take a tray of some of the Blueberry Train Max and Blueberry Train Mac moon bows. And some moose bows, I don't know. Try to take that. Have had pretty bad luck with all that, so if I have bad luck again, I won't feel quite as bad. Plan is to just keep rocking the easy cloners for a while pretty hard here and go from there. Charlotte's Web here, starting to shoot up. I'd say well over twice as big as it was. Got the Paradise Pine over here. There's one from yesterday, one of the catch-up ones. I don't know if that one's gonna make it, but everything else is looking okay. Paradise Pine can be pretty big, so can be short one of them, not too big a problem. I got these Charlotte's Webs here to just make up for it. Got 5 tables in the room and doing what we can to maximize productivity. A little bit of bug damage there, not too bad. I was seeing the pirate beetles in here doing their thing yesterday. So they're still working, holding off on the washes for now. Get back on that real soon though. I think, Cody, you were saying you really haven't seen anything?
Yesterday, finally, at the end of the day, started seeing some shit back in our columns. Not very much. Ladybugs will be here today.
Ah, yes. Going to do a round of ladybugs. Honestly, couldn't believe how cheap they were. They were like 20 bucks for 1,500. And then the shipping, of course, demolishes that. And if we come in here, day 59 on the moose bow. Pretty excited about this one. Showing you guys a lot of it. Some bug damage in here, but it isn't too bad. A little bit here and there. This is the room right after the one that was super infested, so to go from what that No Joke and Charlotte's Web was to this, pretty excited. It'd be pretty easy to come in here and, you know, be doing the things other people are doing. At the Dark Hollow here, you can see nice and pest free. This Dark Hollow has quite a bit of pest resistance built into it. The moose bow is like so-so depending on which one you're looking at. So like number 5 here, you can see, I think it's a number 5, yeah. Number 5 here, you can see not too much, maybe a little bit down there. Let's see, that leaf has got something on it, but it's also got something else on it, like that part in the back there, that's just age of the leaf. Here's another number 5. You can see, get in there and look. Number 5 is one of the keepers. It does really well. Number 6 is another one that we're looking at. Here's the number 6. This one actually has some moonbow in it. And this one has a little bit of bug damage on it. Down here, a little bit out of control. And the last time I took clones of this one, it didn't do well at all. So we're just kind of seeing, be nice to keep this one. The buds are just really pretty on it. That one would be fun to take back and play with the moose bow. Some other ones like 9. 9, I'm gonna have to come clean this up. 9 really isn't pest resistant. So, no big deal. Number 24, not keeping this one, didn't clone very well. It's about like 5. But it is pretty pest resistant. So just some of the things we're looking at. Like this Dark Hollow here. Not much bug damage. I'd say Dark Hollow overall is really pest resistant. Shout out to Rasta Jeff and the Grow From Your Heart podcast. About 11 o'clock Central on Saturdays. And also, want to give big shout outs to pretty much everybody in the community. Check out our description, got links to all the different channels that we love, communities that we're a part of, and people that we communicate with and collaborate with. Huge shout outs to everybody starting to get their swag, turn them into our work uniforms. Shout out to Chief and Sessions, Sunday through Thursday evenings, mornings and noons he's on. Good time to hang out with some cool people and have a good smoke sesh. So check out the description and the links below. Good morning. It is Friday, finally. Just got done with the To Be Bun podcast. Taking a look at the clones. Cody's got both the Easy Cloners rocking. And I took some Cocoa clones yesterday. Albeit reluctantly, a little bit. Lost like 400 clones recently. So let's see, what did I take? I took a bunch of Blueberry Train Macs and the Blueberry Train Mac times Moonbow. And I took some, just a whole bunch of other ones. See how they do, get some more moms. and try to boost my confidence just a little bit. Had a successful easy clone run, but the cocoa runs, yes. One thing I'm doing different, we got these cocoa plugs here. This is the stash I used from yesterday, brand new box, just opened yesterday. And I weighed out like 2 trays, 2 trays, and 2 trays. Get them sealed up because I've noticed that an open box, over time, the clone failures increase. There was a commenter on like episode 36 or something that was talking about they left after they heard about microwaving the cocoa. And yeah, so I've tried everything with cocoa that's had problems in the past to try to get better success out of it, and led me to the microwave because nothing else works if the cocoa is dirty from what I've seen. So I had an open box of some of these left over, stuck them in the microwave for a couple minutes. Didn't work. This one I had taken home and baked literally until it was on fire, and didn't work either. So too clean and not clean enough at the same time causes some issues. So I mean, if you aren't willing to try something, that's on you. And if you're gonna tell me not to try something, that's also on you. So didn't work for us, now I know. But wouldn't know if I didn't do it. So Spar Labs, spars with the current paradigm, it's just the way it is. And if we spar, find a better way, then it's what we're doing. Because the old paradigm is garbage. Can't argue with that. So back in here, Cody's got this light on. Give these clones just a little bit of light. Got the Charlotte's Web growing up about 1 inch or 2 taller than yesterday. Paradise Pine growing up as well. I'm excited for another run of this. That Paradise Pine is a winner. Shout out to Huckleberry Hill Farms. Got a couple re-veges. Cody's doing a Moonbow re-veg. And I think this is the number 6 Moose Bow. Excuse me. Little update on the Blueberry Train Max. Got them thinned out. Took out another males that were finally starting to autoflower. I think I got 18 left. And here's the Moonbow times Blueberry Train Mac. Get a better look over here. They are looking awesome. They have been the winners of the Blueberry Train Mac project. They're looking great. Haven't flowered them yet. I know which ones are male. Don't know which ones are female. We'll find that out. I took some clones of the Blueberry Train Mac Moonbows. Get on with that. And I did take some clones of these just to see if they'll clone. Last couple times tried cloning. I did the World of Philo-Taxi one over here. Cloned it. Didn't clone. Cloned the rest of them. Same. They got moldy. Didn't clone. So, try it again. Got some wash mixing up. Ladybug's supposed to be here today, so wash a couple rooms and prepare for those. I think Cody is working on defoliating our harvest a little bit. And it's Friday, so a lot to do. No 5% Friday here, unfortunately. Alright, looks like the ladybugs just got here. Good timing. Just finished washing in here. Things are looking pretty good. And washing the rest of the building as much as I can. Probably won't wash the moose bow, but rest of the building, give it a good wash. Get these ladybugs deployed. 3,000 new employees, everybody. Day 39 on the no joke. Not going to wash room 2, but I am gonna wash this. Need to wash every 8 to 10 days max, really, just for the maintenance. It's a nice wind. Shit whip one, I call it. Let's see. Here's some bug damage. Start here. Because, just take a look. If you've been following, you've seen some things. Not afraid to show the truth here. Despite it hurt to show the truth, not afraid to show the truth. The whole truth and nothing but the truth. Stay accountable. I don't know many growers using YouTube and the community to keep themselves accountable, but pretty comfortable with my methodology. Even if something I do isn't right, you know, good notes are taken. What do you think of this? Round 3. Some of y'all like, I did that on my first round. Ha 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 ha. Yes, I've seen it. Mad props. Love watching the grows. I love watching success. So give yourself a pat on the back. Just amazing. Shout out to Chad Westport. Let's see. I'm gonna take a little bit of the regular wash that I have, which is about a 3 EC. And I'm gonna come and I'm gonna wash this number 7 here. I don't know if those pistils are too bright, can't focus, or what. Little balls of pistils on there. You can see. Honestly, not super familiar with that structure. Number 7 was pretty. That's a number 7, right? Yeah, number 7, yeah. The pistils are very unique. It was pretty susceptible to the wash. You know, like 10% or 7% or somewhere in there. The cultivars are a little bit sensitive to the wash. Here's a number 6. That's a keeper. Here's a number 3. That is a keeper. So I'll do a test wash just to see, you know, if maybe the overfeeding contributed to the damage of the pistils. We're not keeping number 7, so it doesn't really matter. I just don't want to damage them this round. Yep, Chad will be proud of this one. And I'm proud to be able to be honest with you guys. Like, look at this moonbow that has not done well after whatever happened at the beginning. Spar Labs hasn't confirmed that Lightning Start will do that. Cody is pretty convinced on it, but I just want to double check and see if it wasn't something else. The moonbow is just touchy. Look at this, no joke. That's a number 6. I like the pointy calyxes. Looks awesome. Alright, gonna wash. Alright, I got a little sample of it here. Let's just check and see what we got going on. So between 5.6 and 5.8 is usually where it's at. For the pH, EC 2.88, 2.89. So that, that is the ratio that I spray every week. Sometimes I add silicium to it. There's a little bit lighter mixture that I've used in the past, but the regular 11 grams per gallon potassium bicarbonate and 8.5 grams per gallon citric acid is just my weekly go-to. So I'm gonna try that right here. Got this number 7 right here, and I'm just gonna wash it down. I think I got a kink in my hose. That's okay. Just need to get the solution on there, sit and wait and see what happens. All right, start with the potassium bicarbonate, the lighter mixture. Instead of 11 grams a gallon, it's 6.6 grams a gallon. So 16 gallons brings me to 105, 106. Oops. That'll be good enough. And then the citric acid, I keep at 8.5 grams a gallon. 16 gallons, 136. Whoops. Been trying to use the red for the acid and blue for the basic. All right, we'll test this new mixture. New mixture is about 1.5 EC with a pH about 4.8, so not quite as strong. It's been about 5 minutes. As you can see, the lights are on. Not really concerned about turning the lights off for this anymore. And no damage to the pistils yet. We'll take a look and see. I'm gonna wash with the other solution, go from there. All right, so I'm gonna try to not wash the one that I washed with the strong mixture. If you guys don't have problems and you just want a foliar feed, potassium and citric acid, this is the foliar. We just have IPM maintenance that we got to be doing here. So I haven't used this mixture. A little bit hard to work this wand with one hand. Let's see, what else? It really needs to be said that this wash is absolutely unheard of. Get away from the fan there. And one closed door conversation I had, I was told every commercial facility in Colorado has got thrips. So, said by a pretty trusted person, and if it's not true, it's got to be pretty dang close to true. From what we've seen here and shown you, the thrip are ridiculous. Now, we're getting them gone without pesticides, but we're the only ones. Horticultural oils, you know, people might be using, we don't use those either. You can see I am washing this with the lights on. They're well into flower. Absolutely unorthodox. But if you wash your plants after harvest, it's literally no different. This is just during growing. And doesn't seem to hurt the terps from what I can see. That Starstruck was washed quite a bit and got 3.1% terps. Terps is definitely related to how efficient the nutrient delivery was and all of that. So I'm just gonna finish washing these up. No fungicides, no pesticides, no oils. And this 100% will control powdery mildew. That's why it got invented, is to control powdery mildew. It just does everything else really nicely. So that's all we're using. All right, one last look. Number 7 after half hour, 45 minutes, it's looking good. So I'm thinking that if the plants are overfed or something, they might not take the heavy wash as well. Because the last room that number 7 got washed did not like it, but this one, just fine. All right, I got the veg room washed now. Everything is washed, except the room that we're gonna harvest next week. No need to wash that. Happy with that today. 2 more days in the week. We'll see you tomorrow. Just kidding, it's Friday. 1 more day to play. So here's some lemon Jeffrey in week 3 of flower. Looking frickin' fantabulous. We'll see you tomorrow, everybody. What is happening? It's Saturday. Seriously slacking on the videos. Deployed 3,000 ladybugs-ish yesterday. And just letting them do the work. Got some lights turned off to keep the ladybugs happy. And that has changed the environments a little bit, so I don't have to water as much. Take a look. Ladybugs don't like the light, especially. Here we got one, couple. These young girls helping us out. The wash manages, but it doesn't get the job done quite like a live predator. Shout out to 710 Labs. Saw a reel on Instagram. They were talking about being completely label free as well, just relying on beneficials. So that is the direction we're headed. Try to use the wash less and less. Running the moose bow got us in trouble last fall. If you remember, we had a PM outbreak on the moose bow, and actually worked out really well. Had 60 different cultivars in there, and I don't think Three's Genetics would argue that the modified moose is difficult to grow, and the modified moose inside the moose bow created some problems, a lot of PM susceptibility. So we found like 4 or 5 cultivars out of that 60 cultivar run that were PM resistant. We found some that you literally could not get rid of the PM on at all. Nothing would get rid of it. Instructions are in the description, so check that out. Emergency protocols if you're dealing with PM, and if the emergency protocols don't work, you need to pheno hunt, select again, or new cultivar completely. Clean your environment completely, and if you clean well enough, you will not have PM return. I've seen it happen with some of our friends on Discord and in the live chats, so it is definitely possible. Back to the ladybugs. They are busy walking around looking for a little snack. You can see bug damage on the Mac 1. Non-existent hardly. Still got the predators in here because seen some things around and just don't want it to get out of hand. These girls just got flipped into flower, so need to stay on top of it. It's like one of my mottos. Quick look at the lemon Jeffrey. There's some leaf stuffs going on like this. Bug damage, extremely minimal. There was a little bit on the stuff that was defoliated. Ladybug's pretty active in here, happy. It's awesome. That's what we like to see. Controversial ethics on ladybugs. Everything about this plant is controversial. What do you do? Some leaf stuffs. Overall, looking pretty dang good. Quick look at the no jokes. Looking pretty good from the wash yesterday. Bug damage in here, super minimal, and haven't really deployed many predators in here. I put a little bit, like 2 little spoonfuls of the pirate beetles in here, but that's it. Is that number 7? Yep. Looking good from the wash yesterday, so I think I can say that if the plant is overfed, and then the wash might have some adverse effects on the pistils. Bug damage in here, take a look. Not a whole lot. What is that? Teeny tiny bit. Nice to see. A little bit there. Number 7. The cultivar definitely has some impact on the resistance. We've seen that in the moose bows. Like the moon bow, Skittles, I've seen pretty susceptible. But this moon bow run looking really good, minus the something that happened there right at the beginning. It's not one thing, it's another. But nice to see that it is possible to have some moon bow with no thrip damage in a room that definitely has had some thrip pressure. The leaves definitely look a little bit different. Not 100% happy. Like tougher, more leathery than normal. But seems like that's added to the insect resistance. Step off on a limb pretty hard here with no labels, just going at this, hoping for the best, taking what I've learned and seeing good results, so I'm happy with that. Take a quick look in the veg room. Emptied out quite a bit. The young veg plants are small still. And pretty much pest free. I really hate saying like crazy things like that because that's how you get yourself in trouble. But overall, from where we've been, as long as we just keep it up, things are looking freaking amazing. Really appreciate all of you coming back every week and seeing what we're doing. Trying to stay accountable to you guys, showing the truth, showing things that other people aren't, and trying to push progress forward. So y'all are part of that, and I greatly appreciate all of you. Pretty awesome to be ending on a good note as well. Can't be for sure what next week will bring. Just have to wait and see. Until then, everybody, we will see you in the live chats.